Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with manager Xavi as the Barca manager accepts that he and his Barca coaching staff needs to assume more responsibility amid a badly performance in recent weeks. We are going to discuss more on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this other report claiming that Barcelona missed out 2.8 million euro payday following the 1-0 defeat against Shakhtar Donetsk last night. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona's 1-0 defeat against Shakhtar Donetsk was a tough pill to swallow for everyone at the club. For once, this was their second defeat in 3 games, and even their 1-0 victory against Real Sociedad was far from convincing. In 2 games, while Barcelona have endured different results, the football that has been played on the field is far from what Barca are known for, and however tough it is to understand, it remains an outright fact. We played one of the worst games since I arrived 2 years ago. Xavi said after the game yesterday, he said, we are not there mentally. We are doing things wrong in general. We have problems offensively and defensively. We have to get the players back so they feel comfortable on the pitch. An important step must be taken, he added. Adding to it, Sports Ferran Correas reports that Xavi believes there is a significant mental block within the team. For this reason, the coaching staff views the upcoming national team break as an opportunity for a positive reset. The objective, of course, is crystal clear: secure a victory against Alaves this weekend and use the international break to allow the players to return with a rejuvenated mentality to confront the challenges that await them for the remainder of this year. The international break will be a valuable opportunity for the coaching staff to address the team's recent decline in performance. During this hiatus, the manager will work closely with his assistants in search of a fresh strategy that can revitalize the team's on-field dynamics. They recognize the absolute need for the team to enhance its attacking prowess because when in attack, it is important for Barcelona to spread the field effectively and maintain a greater presence between the lines. Furthermore, they are contemplating whether Barcelona should persist with the current strategy of relying on only two centre backs or if a shift to a three-player defensive setup would be a better way to go. Last season, when we had Jules Koundé, Araujo, and Christensen as centre backs, the team boasted the best defensive record in the league. However, this season, with the inclusion of two marauding fullbacks like Joao Cancelo and Alejandro Balde, the opponents have been able to exploit more gaps in their defensive line. Of course, it has not been the best of times for Barca. I mean, in fact, the last 4 weeks have been terrible in terms of performance, and that is a big call of concern. Xavi Hernandez and his coaching staff have a lot to do. Have a lot to do because all this bad performance, it just brings pressure. Those who have been there, they know it. Those I'm talking about the past managers, Xavi's predecessors, they know better. Barca is no place to go and sit and you go to bed. Of course, the pressure there is insurmountable. Being a Barca coach itself is so stressful, and one mistake you realize that everybody is just climbing on your head and say what the hell, what is happening? And automatically, as a manager, you find yourself being under pressure, under severe pressure for that matter. So Xavi is now in a situation where he feels the pressure already. As of course, there have been a lot of criticisms about the way Barca have been performing lately. Yesterday's game against Shakhtar was just the icing on the cake because many fans were so mad the way Barca played. Had it been we even lost that game, but we lost it with some good performance and maybe we were just unlucky at times, like it happens. Like we see how Sociedad's game was. We played so badly and got the result, which was not deserved at all. But yesterday was absolutely crazy. And of course, there should be a lot to do behind the scenes. Xavi needs a lot to do. Defensively, we have been so poor. Where is the defensive team that was last season that we considered the lowest number of goals? We're among the best defensive sides in the whole of Europe. But right now we concede for fun. It doesn't work like that, which means there's a lot that Xavi needs to address. If he fails to identify those areas that he needs to address, definitely we are not going anywhere. We aren't going anywhere if the manager does not. Because the first thing is you identifying the weaknesses within the team, then you know about how to reprimand the situation. But as it stands, it seems as though Javi is still confused on where he need to address the team, and that's where there's a big problem. Then on to the final story of discussion. At a time when Barca find themselves in a difficult financial situation, every penny coming into the club's coffers is a very huge boost. In order to bolster the income of the club, Barca are going to great lengths, organizing a mid-season friendly in the USA, for example. Even though they lost the recent game against Real Madrid, Barca officials celebrated the fact that 7 million euros was generated from the Clásico played at the Montjuic Stadium. Barca find themselves in a period in which every euro counts to meet the fair play of La Liga to be able to sign and register players. And as such a juncture, last night 1-0 defeat to Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League led to Barca's missing out on a payday worth 2.8 million euros according to Mundo Deportivo. That is an amount that UEFA pays each and every club for Champions League group stage win, almost half of the amount earned from the Clásico. Barca had already pocketed 8.4 million from winning their first three matches of the group stages, and another victory last night would have added 2.8 million more to the treasury. However, that was not to be as Xavi's men stumbled to a disappointing loss away at Hamburg against Shakhtar. Of course, apart from being a blow to the club's coffers, the defeat to Shakhtar Donetsk also comes as a gut punch to the players' confidence. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.